right. Hello, all you night readers. It's good to have everybody here. It's nice to see so many familiar Facebook faces here on YouTube. Thank you so much, everyone. So it's good to have you. Let me get you in here with me and we will get started. Yeah, things are good. Things were good. This morning's show went really well. I'm doing okay. Thanks, show, for asking. Yeah, I appreciate you guys liking, like the show. When now that we're on YouTube, all the likes I can get are the better. I don't think anybody's new yet because you guys all got the notifications that I was on. So here you are. But I am doing well, and I hope you guys are all doing well. I saw our old friend Kitty Cat today over on another show, and she was only there for a few minutes. And I let her know we were all thinking about how she was. I know you guys maybe didn't know her or did, but she's a moderator. She was a really good moderator. She's the one who bought me the Lightseers Tarot deck, and she also bought me the Lenormand deck that we use for Wednesday night, Lenormand. So awesome. All right. So how does Denver feel about you? How does Denver feel about you, Cheryl? Hey, Ross. Welcome back. Welcome back. All right, let's see. What does Denver think of you? I'm sorry, I shuffled and shuffled and shuffled, and I was thinking about something completely different. My mind went 100 miles away for a second there, and well, now I'm back. Those little vacations do wonders, I'll tell you. I took a trip and never left the house. Yeah, I am fine, though. I'm doing all right. All right, so Denver, I believe Denver is really, oh gosh, what's a good way? Let's see. So I think you are going to have some patience with Denver. I think Denver is looking for more information about you. I think Denver wants to know more about you before they really let you know how they feel. I think Denver is a very dependable person, and that's going to be very good for you. That's going to help, right? That's going to make you feel good if you can depend on somebody, of course. But I do think you're going to have a little patience with Denver. It looks like something happened between you and someone else where you kind of split apart from each other. And I think splitting apart, has been difficult for you recently, very recently. I think you're trying to save money for yourself. I think you're trying to really keep things for you. Right? I think keeping things for you is a really good idea. And I think that will help you, right? Saving is the answer. So I think, you're asking about how Denver feels, and I'm not really getting a whole lot. I think Denver wants to have fun. I think he wants to have a good time with you. I don't think he would mind going out as a group with some friends and stuff like that. But I think the one thing holding things back here is all about something that's happened recently where you feel like you you and someone else kind of grew apart. So that's what I see for you, Cheryl. I know it didn't seem like it was so clear, did it? And not to me either. Right, Nav? Nav, how are you? What are Amon's, the Sagittarius, current feeling towards me? It was funny in the morning show today. Almost everybody's question was about a Pisces. By the end of the show, I was kind of convinced that they were all talking about the same person. Nav, did you change your picture? Is that a new picture for you? I don't remember you. I don't remember your picture being that way before, looking like that. I'm not saying it's bad. I think it's very nice. It's a very nice picture. So, yeah, that's what we got. That's what we had this morning. But it was a good show this morning. We had a lot of people, which was good. I am missing a lot of people from Facebook, though. I really am. There's a lot of people that did not come over. I made it real clear, but oh well. So, what are Amon's current feelings? I think Amon really wants to go toward you. I think he wants to he's really on the move, right? I think it's a fast movement, right? Eight of Wands is all about moving and moving quickly. And I think that's, I really think that's what's happening. I think he's quickly moving towards you right now. But I believe that, there's something going to be in his way. He's going to have some kind of resistance he's going to meet, right? All of a sudden, these wands are going to have to stop because they're going to hit like a wall of resistance because of the devil. The devil doesn't want things to go well, of course, because the devil never wants things to go well, unfortunately. But I do think that I think Amon right now feels like you are a really close friend who is a priority for him. I think he is, I think he's made you a priority to get to you, to move forward toward you. I think he's made that a priority. I think that's been very flexible for him. He's been very flexible with that. And I think there's an energy, right? There's an energy between the two of you. I think he has a lot of charisma, and that really draws you in. I think he's a very honest person. So when you are talking, or if you ask him something, or if when you speak, I think he's telling you the truth about things. So that is kind of what I'm getting for you, Nav. That's what I'm getting. All right. So, Yvonne, you found your way over here from Facebook. I knew that. I appreciate it. And so did you, Lisa, and so did you, Freedom. Marche. It is good that you guys were all able to make your way over here. Now, if you have any other friends that were on Facebook that please let them know how to get here, how to come back to the show. Bring them back in, right? We don't want to lose people. We want people to come back. Wow, lots and lots of kings and queens, right? all the suits. So again, I see that fast movement, right? The Eight of Wands. We're talking about that and how it's all about movement and all about speed. And I think you're heading towards a new vision, right? I think it's, I think your new vision, and I think the things that you're working on have to do with your compassion. I think you're feeling very compassionate, and I think that's really good. That's what you want to do, right? You want to be compassionate. You want to help other people. You want to help the people around you. And to do that, that's what you need. The Queen of Swords, though, tells me again, there is someone that you just keep staying further and further and further away from. That emotional detachment is so strong that it shows up in so many different readings. The King of Cups tells me that you personally are very emotionally balanced. You're generous and sympathetic to people, but you have a problem. You have a hard time making a decision. You're very, very indecisive, I think, Yvonne. I think you have to get other people's opinions and stuff before you'll make a final decision on something. And that's okay. There's nothing wrong with that, because I'm that way too. But I think you feel like maybe you're getting away, right? Maybe getting away for a little while, or for a couple hours, or doing something on your own, or doing something for yourself, even if it's not on your own, would be fun. It would be good. It would help you, right? You can see he's kind of going away from the circus, right? He's taking his stuff and he's kind of sneaking away. He's sneaking off so that nobody knows he has left the circus. Well, I think you need to leave the circus as well, right, Yvonne? Definitely. Time to leave the circus. So that's what I think is going on for you, Yvonne. That's what I see. All right, let's see what we got. Lisa. All right, Lisa. How are things going for you? All right, I guess. That does not look like you in that picture. Was it you? Is that really you? Or did you use somebody else? It doesn't look like you at all. It certainly doesn't look like the mother of a 13-year-old. All right, let's see what we get here. So I hope your YouTube stream is nice and clear, and you can hear okay, and you can see okay, and everything looks good. As good or better than it did over on Facebook. It's funny, Lisa, I used a different deck, right? Different deck, and you got the Queen of Swords in the exact same spot as your sister, right in the middle. So I think you are really feeling, or not feeling, but I think you are really leaving someone. I think you're leaving somebody out, right? You're leaving somebody out. And somebody's helping them, right? But they are not doing well. They're hurting, and they're not doing well at all. I think that you are feeling, you yourself and your little group of family are feeling very secure at this point, right? Things are good, things are secure, things are happy, and that's the way things should be. Everything is in control. Everything is being taken care of the right way. But again, like I told Yvonne, there's somebody There's somebody that you guys have all distanced yourself from, and that person is still just getting more and more distance between them and you. I think that is probably the same person here that is hurting so much, right? They've got somebody who helps them, of course, but I think they're really hurting, in all honesty. But I think you guys have completely separated yourself from them. The Ace of Pentacles tells me all about a new purpose that you have. You have an idea. You have a new purpose that you want to try, and it's going to be very clear to you what that purpose is. You have a very clear idea of your purpose. I think you'll be successful moving forward. I think you will have a lot of support, right? Always the support. And I think it'll help boost your confidence up a little bit. All right. Thanks, Lise. Yeah, that's you. That is you. It did not look like you at the time. I don't know. I'm used to seeing all the other Facebook pictures and stuff. And all, right? All right. Ahudi. Hello. May I know what is the personality of Ryan? What's Ryan's personality? Anya, how are you? Glad you found us. I know you found me. You've been here before on YouTube. Yeah. If there's anyone here that's new, and I don't really know that there is anyone new. Not yet, at least. This morning I had some new people. I picked up about 8 new subscribers this morning from this morning show. There were a lot of new people there. So, the personality of Ryan. Ryan's personality. What is Ryan's personality? Oh, let's see. Ryan is I think Ryan is always looking for something new. I think that's part of his personality. He is always looking for something new. Even if there's something in the way, he will find a way to look for that. He always wants new things in his life. I think he has a lot of magnetism, and that draws people into him. I think he really has that, where people are drawn to him, and he likes that. I think he likes to be that way. I think he likes to I really think he likes that people pay attention to him. I think he needs that attention to help him to make him feel better, to give him more confidence, to give him that confidence boost. And that's, really what I see about Ryan. I think Ryan causes a lot of stress for people. I think he can be very stressful. And I also believe that he can be, I think that cause for stress could be that he is a bit abrasive at times, right? I think maybe at times he's a bit abrasive. So, yeah, I kind of think that's the full picture of Ryan. All right. I do. Ritz, what are SM's intentions toward you? Oh, Marche, I got your question. I saw it. Next weekend this is, huh? When you say family time, is that like the whole family, Marche? Like other, like parents and other relatives family? Or is it just you guys family time? And that's what he's calling it. That'll be interesting to know. All right. What are SM's intentions toward you? Well, again, we got the King of Wands. I get the King of Wands a lot. I really do. The King of Wands and I, we must be soul connection, right? Whatever it's called there, soulmates. So I think that you are trying to restore things in your life. I think you're trying to restore things with SM right now. I think SM, again, is very friendly. I think he's very honest. I think he is, I think he's a leader. I think a lot of people follow him. He's not a follower. He is a leader, right? People fall into two categories. You're either a follower or you're a leader. And I think he's in the leader category. I think things are moving very slowly. I think his intention is to not take things too quickly. And I think that makes it so that you feel like you're, what's a good word for it? Like you're trying to protect yourself, right? You've got yourself in the snow globe of wands and you're trying to protect yourself. Right? Because things are taking so long that you feel like you have to do that so that you don't get hurt. I think in the end, what are his real intentions towards you? I think he wants to have a family. I think he wants that family with you. And that's kind of what I see. That is definitely what I am seeing for you. All right, that's what I get. Marche, wait a second. I'm reading this. It's just going to be you, the baby, and your boyfriend. The three of you. Got it. Okay. Got it. So, when will you, Xena, when will you see Steven again? When will you see Steven again? When will you see Steven again? Let us see what we get. The King and the Knight of Wands show up a lot in readings for me. Judgment and Temperance, they show up every single night. At least one of them. At least once a night. They show up. That's been every single show since I started. Over 6 months ago. All right. So when will you see Steven again? I think Steven is going to be, I think Steven's very dependable. So, when he tells you he's going to see you, he really means it. Number one. I think you are on his list of priorities to do things, right? To get together. But I think right now he's a little off balance. I think things are a little off balance for him, and he is searching for what is the best time and thing for him to do. Right? You have some very rocky emotions here in the background of the two. You can see how the water is up and down. It's really bad. Right? The water is very rough, and that would be very rough emotions, very raw emotions, I think. And like I said, I think he is searching for something. I think he's searching for the best possible time that's going to work out for both of you. And I think that's pretty, I think it's close. I think it's not going to be a long time from now. But again, I think there's something that's going to be, that's standing in your way. With the devil, I think the devil is telling you there's something standing in your way. And it's, you know, you're going to have to get past that obstacle. That obstacle is going to be an issue. And that obstacle leads to sadness, right? And loss. And feeling like you are alone. It gives you that very isolated feeling. And that's what you see there with the 5 of Cups. So that's what I see. When will you see him again? I think he's working on it. I definitely think he's working on it. I think it's not going to, I don't think it's going to be terribly long though. I don't think it's going to be a very, very long time. Right, Jelena? Jelena, can you ask? Yeah, of course you can. Should I leave my current job? All right. Should you leave your current job? I love a good job reading. I do love a good job reading. I think you have been there for a long time. I think you've been at the job you're at for a very long time, and I think you are someone who has learned a lot. I think you're always, on your toes, watching and making sure that you have things going in the right direction. I think when you make decisions at work, I think you're very decisive. I think you make a decision, you stick to it, and you just go forward. I think you are giving and kind to your coworkers. I think they count on you for that. I think they are very thankful for that, right? But I think the only bad thing there is I think it's that kindness and that giving and all is only to the people you like the most. You can see how all of this is going to one person, and the other guy's like, hey, where's my pentacles? He's not getting any. So, yeah, I think the people you work with, I think you do have people you favor more than others, and that's all right. It happens. You have friends and stuff, and that happens. I think you're going to really need to think about this, leaving your job. I think you're really going to have to think about it. You're going to have to think about what sacrifices will you have to make by leaving this job. And then once you figure that out, then you have to figure out how to get past the fear of doing it. Because I think you're a bit afraid to leave because you are afraid of the consequences. You're afraid of the things you have to sacrifice, and you know that you're going to have to sacrifice things. So, yeah, that's what I see for you. I think you could leave, yes. You just have to consider highly consider what those sacrifices are going to be. I just think the length of time you've been there has been, I think it's part of the problem. I think you've just been there too long, and it's to a point where you just want to cut that off, right? You just want to cut the ties between you and them, because you're not going anywhere. They're not moving you forward. They're not helping you. It's just not going anywhere. All right, Jelena, I hope that makes sense to you. So, I do hope so. Xena, I think I got it right on the head then for you, didn't I? I think I hit it right on the head. Yes, you told me, yes, you're very sad and you're feeling alone. And I told you those things. That's kind of what I told you, right? Unfortunately, that's how you do have to feel right now. But I think things will get better. I think they will get better, that's for sure. All right? All right. Freedom, it's nice to have you here. I hope you're well. I am doing well. All right, can you get a reading, a nice general reading? All right. This doesn't look great, does it? It doesn't look good with the Three of Swords on one end and the Five of Pentacles on the other, because it's heartbreak and heartache here and being left out and insecure over here. Not what you want in a reading of any type, really, right? Those are not cards you want. But I think the Three of Swords is telling you that anything that's happened, you've been with your boyfriend for 24 years or so. And, so this may be your very first ever boyfriend, because you're not that old. You don't look that old, at least. I can tell you that. I don't know exactly how old you are, but you don't look that old. But so maybe this was your very first boyfriend. So you don't really know what it's like to have your heart broken by somebody leaving, or you having to leave someone. And I'm not saying that that's going to happen, because I don't really see that happening. I just think you need to, move forward with things. I think you need to get your boyfriend to move forward with things, because right now they're kind of stagnant, right? They're kind of just sitting in the same place, and you're not going over anywhere. He's not making the commitment that you want, because you want that commitment, and that makes you heartbroken, right? That's the heartbreak here, and that's the insecurity here, is that he's not giving you the commitment that you want. Temperance is telling me all about, it's time to move forward. It is time to move forward. And I think you've been struggling with this for quite a while. I think, I think you have patience, and I think you have understanding, but I just don't know how long patience and understanding can last when it's been 24 years with no commitment. So that's what I see for you, Freedom. I know it sounds harsh, doesn't it? And I don't like to say harsh things to anyone, but I think that's kind of what that's what I'm seeing in the cards. That's what I was seeing in those cards. All right. All right, Maggie, you would like a general reading? That sounds good. It's good to have you here. Thank you for being here. All right. Oh, there's a lovely ending, I'll tell you that. The end of this story is going to be wonderful. Okay. So, I think you're bored. I think you are bored right now with all the quarantines and all the staying home orders and all this stuff going on all over the world. You know, no matter where you are, people are getting it everywhere. And I think you are bored. I think you want to go somewhere, right? You want to go somewhere. You want to get away. You think that the grass is greener on the other side, right? You think there's something out there that could be so much fun for you, but you just don't know what it is because you can't really see over that wall. So you pile up some boxes, you look over and you think, oh, look at over there. They are having so much fun on the other side. The other side of that wall, they're having so much fun. That should be where I am, on the other side, but you're not. I know, and that makes you bored. That makes you frustrated. Hang in there. I see things coming your way that are good. I see where you are going to be okay. Things will work out for you, and they will work out for the best. Overall, and I think you're happy with life, with your own life. So I do, I think so. I think you're, even though things are boring and frustrating and all, I still think overall you are happy with your life. And I think, things are happy all over, right? I think you've found your purpose. You've found your place, right? The world is all about completion. It's all about the end of something, right? The Fool is the beginning, right? It's a new start. And then the world is completion. And then all the cards in between, right? They all tell a story. It tells a big story, right? Like number 7 here is the Chariot. The world is 21. That's the last card. The Fool is 0. That's the first card. But yeah, so if the Fool is all about new starts, well, then this is about a new ending, right? It's about completing something. So now the next thing for you, which there's no card on the other side of that one, right? That's the end. There's no other cards over there. So now you have to come up with an idea of what you want to do next. What's your next thing? And I think you're going to work on something good. I think you're going to come up with a good idea to work on. I think it's going to be successful. I think you'll be able to finish it again to completion. And that is why, that will get you out of your boredom. All right. That's what I get for you, Maggie. Thanks so much. Thank you so much for being here. Lily, what is the meaning of your dream last night? Yeah, it's still quarantine over here, Marche. We are still, we're not complete lockdown like we used to be. Here in New Jersey, where I am, restaurants are allowed to have people inside now, up to 25% of their capacity. And sporting events have people at them now at limited capacity. Everything is limited capacity. But I got to tell you, there's still a lot of people out there having big parties and not wearing masks, and colleges and stuff around the college kids are having parties. They're not wearing masks and they're getting sick. School started a couple weeks ago for some places, and now those schools are closing down again because there's so many people being sick. So are we quarantined? To a degree we are. To a degree. Freedom, you're 41 years old, did you say? Yeah, 41 years old? Holy moly. You do not look 41. But you got to remember, 24 years ago, you were 17. So when the two of you first started dating, you were 17. Now you're 41 and still no commitment. Why is that? I don't know. Hey, CM, welcome. I'm glad you're here. Thanks for being here. So what did your dream mean last night, Lily? I'd like to know just a little bit about it. That would be a huge help. I think it had something to do with feeling very stuck where you are. I think it had to do with something with carrying heavy loads, carrying something that's very heavy, carrying something that's weighing you down. I think the dream was about how you had to work really hard to get past those things. Right? I think you had to work really hard to get over the feeling of being stuck and weighed down. Right? Kind of like you were running through really thick mud. You couldn't really get away. It was hard to move. You felt like you were kind of stuck there. And, it was hard to get moving. The Knight of Wands tells me you wanted to move. You wanted to do something. You wanted to get away. But you found that whatever it was you were doing seemed to be like a new adventure. It seemed to be like a completely new adventure. And that made you, even though you wanted to leave, that made you stay. I think it's all about, I think the dream itself was all about success. I think it was all about trying to be successful. I really do, because everything here kind of leads to that, right? You feel stuck in a place and you feel burdened, but you work really hard for success. The Knight of Wands is all about being successful and adventurous. And the Queen of Cups is all about being happy and successful. So there's kind of that overlying theme of success and doing something well, doing something successfully, and doing something really good. And I think that was kind of what your dream was about. I think that's what it really meant. I think the dream was about something different, though. I think it seemed like it was very different. It didn't seem like didn't seem like success to you. That's for sure. But yeah, so that's what I see for you, Lily. I know. I could be completely off, I tell people that all the time, right? I could be completely wrong. My readings are only entertainment purposes, right? Entertainment purposes only. So you take it for what it's worth and you see if it makes sense. And if it does, great. And if it doesn't, great. No, not great, but you come back, and most of the time I get them pretty all right. I do pretty okay. I get a decent reading, and I come up with a decent idea that is very kind of close to the money. Georgia Peach donated. Georgia Peach, I'm waiting for your question. I am going to do one other reading real quick while I wait for your question to come in. I don't see one yet, so I am going to take one real fast. Okay, Marche. Yep, Georgia Beach, I'm looking for you, though. I am watching. Got my eye out. Marche, it's going to be you and your boyfriend and the baby. Just the three of you this weekend. And I'm guessing he is calling it family time. Otherwise, you would not put little things around it. So, what's going to happen next week? You were on a farm. You met someone on a farm, Lily. That's interesting. I'm not sure that I was on that track at all then. I really am not sure that I was. You know, I'll be honest about it. When I'm wrong, and that's all there is to it. Can't be right every time, right? Nobody's right every single time. But I'm not sure that I was on that track there. But I hope some of it made some sort of sense to you. Georgia Peach, I appreciate your donation. I'm just waiting to see your question come up. All right, so I think your family time, right? Your family time, as you put it, will be. Oh, there it goes. Okay, good. I'll get to that one right next, Georgia Peach. Thanks. I think your family time is going to be. I think it's going to be all right. I think it's going to be very creative. I think there's going to be a lot of optimism around it. I really think so. I think, you're not exactly sure what to expect, and that's why the Two of Swords is there, right? You have that whole not sure which direction to go. I'm not sure where this whole thing is going to go. And this is a sudden change from the way things have been. This is not the way things have been in the recent past, right? So this is a completely different plan. This is a very sudden change, and I think you've put your guard up because of that. I really think, you've got yourself in the snow globe of wands, and I think you are protecting yourself because you're afraid that something isn't going to be right. The Page of Swords tells me that you are, you're smart, and you're going to be very alert to what's going on. You're going to be like the little spy that goes around and is, nobody knows, your boyfriend won't know that you are spying, but you are going to be the spy, kind of figuring out little clues here and there, right? You'll be like the detective. Detective Marche will be all over, just checking things out, making sure they're all right. But yeah, I think you will definitely be on your toes for the whole day. I think you almost feel like you're walking on eggshells for that weekend. And again, like I said, I think you're going to be protecting yourself because this is a huge change from the way life has been. So let's see what happens. I think that's how things are going to feel for the weekend. I think that's how you're going to play them out. Marche, I definitely think that's how you're going to play them out. All right, Georgia Peach, thank you so much for your donation. I do appreciate your generosity. When KJ moves back to Atlanta, will he want a committed relationship from you? Awesome. Yeah, Marche, very true, right? Very true. There is a ring of truth about it in there. All right. So let's see. Will KJ, when he moves back, want to have a committed relationship with you? And I really do think so. Honestly, I do think so. I think he has been sending you messages, or you have been communicating in some way or another. And I think he's given you the idea that, when he does move back to Atlanta, he does want that relationship. I think there has been that. I think those conversations have happened. That's what I'm trying to say. That's it. I see a new start, right? We just talked about this, where the world is the completion, right? And the fool is the beginning. It's the new start. So I do see where there is a new beginning, a new start, new potential for something to go on. And that to me would be KJ starting that relationship again, starting over with that relationship and moving forward. Yeah, you're welcome, Marche. I think, you planted the seeds. I think you've planted the seeds a while ago. I think some of the messages that you have sent back and forth to each other has been planting the seeds little by little. Oh, just little things here and there to give the idea that you would like to have this relationship when he comes back, or when they come back. I don't know. Yes. So when he comes back, I think you planted those seeds, and now I see where, that is growing. It's growing. It's working. All of the work you have done to get to this point is working. It's growing. I think KJ is moving kind of slowly. I do think he is dragging his feet a little bit, moving back to Atlanta. And I don't really, I tend to think it's not his fault that things are going slowly. I just think it's got a lot to do with just things going on in life, just life happening, right? Good night, Marche. Yeah, it's late there. Go to bed. Almost 1 a.m. Go to bed. Thank you for being here, though, Marche. I appreciate it. Thanks for hitting the like. Thumbs up. So those are the things I see for you, Georgia Peach. I didn't talk about the Empress, I know. And, the Empress is usually talking something about having children, or, right, being pregnant, or fertility and stuff like that. But I don't see that being the case. Not yet, at least. That's not the case that I see. I just think that when, if this really does work out the way that you want it to, I think if it all works out the way you want, I think you are going to be very nurturing and protective of this relationship. And I think that's a good thing. So I think it's going to be a new start for you, a new beginning. I think you've already been kind of trading messages back and forth, right? And I think you should continue to do that, because you want to keep planting those little seeds all over the place, because, like I said, they are growing. It's getting bigger all the time. And the more it grows, the stronger that is going to be when he gets here. It's just there's things that are going on in his life that are slowing him down a little bit. So, but I think things are okay. I think you are doing a good job of getting the point across that you want this relationship. And I think he's giving you the same vibe back. I think he's giving you the same feeling that he wants to be in a relationship with you when he comes back. Are you getting that at all, Georgia Peach? Because that's really what I'm seeing. Again, I think it's all this new beginning. It's very optimistic. Be careful what you ask for. I will have to make a choice. It's not his fault. Yeah, I don't think it is either. I just think, there's circumstances going on wherever he is, and that's how it goes, right? Things happen a little slower than everybody wants them to. That's not always the case, right? That's always the way. But yeah, I mean, this is what you wished for, right? This is what you're wishing for. You're wishing for a new start with him, something new to begin. You've been planting the seeds by messaging back and forth with him. Those seeds are growing. I think you're going to do all you can to protect. Don't talk about her. Okay, we won't talk about her. Don't talk about her at all. All right, that's what I see for you. That's what I get, Georgia Peach. Hello, Bobby Hill. Thank you. Thanks, Georgia Peach. I appreciate the feedback. I do appreciate that. So. I'm glad it made sense to you. I'm glad that did make sense for you, because I do think that things will work out okay. Jacina, how are you? Jacina Chanel, how does Sean feel about me? How does Sean feel about me? If you're new, please subscribe, get those notifications. Make sure you ring the, get the bell, get those notifications. You'll see that I'm on twice a day, every single day. And I am also, I also send out every single day daily tarot tips. So you'll want to see those also. All right, so what does Sean think about you? What does Sean think about you? Well. I think Sean has bad intentions. I really do. I think he is not looking for good things with you. And I'm sorry to say that. I don't like to tell people bad stuff. I hate to do that, but it is, I can only tell you what the cards tell me, and that's what I'm getting. I get from the cards that he does not, he's looking for kind of bad stuff to go on and to happen. I think you need to see the truth. I think you need to see very clearly what that truth is. And you can see the Ace of Swords here. She is standing there and she's got her hand up like, stop, don't go over here, right? Stop here. Don't go over here. If you do that, if you stop and don't take the temptation and you don't move on to that, then, if you don't move into the bad intentions, I think you'll be much more successful. I think you'll have a lot of people who support you in that decision. I just think if things go that way, you'll end up being very bitter, very distant, very, very sad, right? And that's not what you want. You want your life to be like the 10 of Cups. You want it to be all very safe and loving and harmonious. I don't see that with Sean. I'm sorry to say. I just don't see it. All right? That's what I got for you, though, Jacina. All right, let's see. Shivani. When will P propose to me? When will P propose to you? let's see what we get. When will P propose to you? All right, I see a lot of good stuff. A lot of good stuff. Of course, you start off here with the 10 of Cups, which is all about what I just talked about. All about feeling safe and feeling loved and feeling blessed, right? Your whole family, having a family together. I think this is high on his list of priorities. I think he is working hard to get everything ready. I think he's truly working very hard to get everything set exactly the right way, so that things will be good, right? Things will be good for you. Right? That's what I'm thinking. That is definitely what I'm thinking. I think he's going to be extremely successful at this. I think he's going to give you a good, I think you're going to feel really good when it happens. And I do think it's going to happen soon, because the King of Wands is all about energy and doing things, very energetically, very passionately. And I think, I don't think that he can really hold that passion back a whole lot longer, because it's just not something he can do. It's just a difficult thing to do, hold that back. So I think it's just, kind of getting ready to burst out of him. And I think it's going to be fairly soon. I think he's going to propose to you probably by the end of October. That's what I'm thinking. All right, Shivani? Thank you. All right. Daisy. It's nice to see you. Thanks for being here. Will you meet your soulmate or the one, right? The one next month? Will you? Hey, Tarot Magician, welcome. I asked, I am sure that you saw that I asked that question of your guest, Becca, not to be in any way disrespectful to her or condescending or feel anything bad. I know that she said she traded one Bible for another type of Bible, and I was just curious if she gave up the one thing for the other. So that was all. That was my question back on your show earlier, but it was not a big deal because I know it didn't it didn't come off the way I wanted it to. It didn't come out right, but thank you for being here. I appreciate that for sure. All right, Daisy, will you meet the one, the soulmate, next month? I think right now you're very independent. You are spending a lot of time doing things on your own. You're being very independent, and that's okay. Nothing wrong with that. But I think you're looking for someone you can count on, right? You're looking for someone you can count on. And this has been a big problem for you. This is really weighing on you, weighing on your mind. It has been an issue lately, and I do see that. I do see where it's really weighing a lot on your mind. You want to meet this person. You want to meet someone. I think you've really been looking, right? You've been looking. You've been dreaming about this and stuff, and I believe you are, just trying to get away from things so that you can find this person. Now, will they be here within the next month? I don't have that as the, my bottom card deal here is the Four of Swords, it's all about rest and relaxation, right? Resting, relaxing, renewing, and then feeling relieved. So will you meet your soulmate? Well, if this is really a burden to you, and that last card is all about, renewing and feeling relieved at the end, then I think, yes, you will meet that person next month. Because if you go from a burden to a relief, that's a good thing. And that's why it'll be like that. All right. That's what I think. That's what I see for you, Daisy. So thank you. All right. What is going on? What's going on, Cancerian Clairvoyant? How are you? You are new. Please hit subscribe and get your notifications. I am on twice a day, every single day. And you get those notifications. You will be happy about that. Ross, you donated. Ross donated. Yay. Daisy, thank you for subscribing. I appreciate that. And Ross donated. Yeah, there we go. Oh, yeah. And Cancerian Clairvoyant, thank you for subscribing also. I do appreciate everybody who's new. Bobby Hill also. I would appreciate that if you subscribe and get those notifications. Like I said, I'm on twice a day, every single day. And I also send out every morning. I do a daily tarot tip that I send out. So lots and lots of good stuff going on. All right, Ross, where is your question? Where's your question, Ross? I don't see it. But it's good to have so many new names and stuff here. It's really great. Bobby Hill, the King of Wands means something to you. And Cancerian Clairvoyant says the lizard. Yeah, just ask a question and I will do my best to get to as many as I can. I do the show. Well, you know what? We're actually beyond the end of the show. So the show starts at 6 o'clock Eastern time and ends at 7 o'clock Eastern time. And then anything after 7 o'clock is donations. The rest of the show is free. You can donate anytime, though, if you really want to move up on the list and you want to guarantee that you are, you want to guarantee that reading, you can always donate. Donations guarantee readings. And just like Ross has done, Ross has got her guaranteed reading. Don't be sorry for your English ever. You don't know how to tell G that I need to rebuild my life with a man who really loves me. How can you do it without hurting him? See, I know what you mean. Yes, daily tarot tips, Bobby Hill. Thank you, OG Mask. I appreciate that. So if you did not get a reading tonight, you can always come back tomorrow. Again, I am here twice a day, every single day. And Georgia Peach, you like my daily tarot, my daily tarot tips. That's cool. I really am happy about that. I work on them. They're not long. It's just a little quick 3 minutes, maybe snippet of what I think the day is going to bring. And, some people it resonates with, some people it doesn't. Parts of it might resonate with you, part might resonate with somebody else. You never know, but it's just something I do to give you guys a little more, something a little more. I guess I don't think the 2 hours of shows a day is enough, so I figure, what's another 3 minutes? All right, Ross, how you break it to G that you want to move forward with somebody who is going to help you rebuild your life, you break it to him gently, right? Like the song, break it to me gently. I really believe that you have to look toward your future. You're really going to have to know what is best for you first. The name of this deck, this is the Light Seers Tarot. This was a deck that was donated to me by one of my other moderators. So yeah, I think the first thing you have to do is figure out what is the very best thing for you personally. That's what you got to know. Now, to you, that's rebuilding your life. How do you tell him that? How do you tell G that? You're going to have to do it with a lot of emotional healing. Does that make sense? You can't come right out and just say it, because that's going to hurt. That will hurt. But if you do it emotionally and do it with some type of feeling that is healing, right? A healing feeling. Excuse me, I'm going to cough. I think then it'll come across a little better. I think it'll be a lot easier that way. No matter how you do it, it's not going to come across as an extremely happy thing. Right? I don't think it is. I really don't think it is. I just think that it's, no matter how you do it, there is no easy way to let somebody down like this. Maybe bribery. Bribery is the best policy, right? Just kidding. I'm just kidding, Rob. But yeah, I think by giving and by being kind, and you know what? I think if you are thankful to G for all that they did for you, right? Turn it back on them that they did so much for you and you feel horrible. You're the one who feels horrible about this. And I'm sure you do. I got to tell you, I'm quite sure that you feel terrible, but I think if you turn it back, almost like reverse psychology kind of deal, I think it'll go over better. I still see where G is going to kind of isolate themselves for a little while, but I think that if you go back to the whole idea of telling them, this is so difficult for me, I don't really want this to happen, I just I have to move forward, and things are changing for me, and I'm trying to rebuild my life, and it's going to be, I need it to be completely different. I think that's how you're going to have to do it, Ross. I really do. There's no way to do it without hurting him. There is no way at all. That's never going to be an option. But at least there are ways to do it probably easier than others. So, thank you. Okay, so Georgia Peach, you donated for Brittany, and I don't know who Brittany is. I don't see a Brittany anywhere on here. I do not see a Brittany anywhere. So please share with me, who is Brittany? Ross, thank you so much. I always appreciate your kind words. You always have nice things to say. You always do. Oh, okay, Brittany is Cancerian clairvoyant. I got it. Okay. Well, that makes sense to me now. You guys all know each other, and I know no one. Perfect. I'm going to tell you real quick, because you guys all just joined the family here, the Knight Reader Tarot family, and that's just what this is. This is all about being a family here. This is a safe environment. We can talk about anything. Nobody judges anyone else, or else they don't get to stay. They're not here if they are going to talk negatively about someone else. It doesn't happen. I don't go for that. I don't go for somebody being mean or mean-spirited to someone here in our room. So it is a very safe place to be. It's a place we talk about everything. Everybody talks about everything. We've had a lot of very deep discussions here some nights. And then we have some very light ones some nights where there's lots of joking and laughing and funny stuff. But you know what? It's always a family environment. So I welcome you all. Thank you so much for all being here. Bobby Hill and Cancer and Georgia Peach. This must be your doing, because you know these people, and I'm thinking these are friends of yours. And so thank you. Thank you so much, Georgia Peach, for bringing your friends. Thank you for enjoying the show so much that you invited other people. So, got it. Cancerian clairvoyant equals Brittany. The Knight Reader Tarot equals the Knight Reader. All right, so here's your question. What will be coming in my life love-wise? Well, right now, I think you are holding on to everything you've got, right? You want to save every penny that you can, because you are getting ready to do something big, something that's going to cost you money. The King of Wands tells me that the person that will be coming toward you in your life, in your love life especially, is going to be very energetic. And I think that's like you. I think that's really going to be a lot like you. I think they're very passionate, right? The Knight of Wands he's a lot about passion. He's all about being excited. All of the wands, all of the court cards in wands, the page, the knight, the queen, the king, they're all passion. They are all about it. So that's what I see. That is definitely what I see. I think, I think this person is going to be very excited and ready to move forward. I think this relationship, when it comes to you, I think it's going to come to you really quick. I really do. I think it's going to happen fast. I think there's going to be all kinds of new adventures awaiting, waiting for you. Anna Torres, thank you so much also. I appreciate that you enjoy the energy of our room. That's us. That's me. The Queen of Swords tells me that you have known sadness recently. Things have not been real happy for you, love life wise. I think that's been the case, right? your love life has not been wonderful in the recent past. And I think now you're looking for a new start, right? Again, the Fool is all about new adventures. You've got new adventure here. You've got new adventure over here. So, that's like a theme. That's kind of a theme starting, right? The Page of Wands, kind of like the right just below the Knight of Wands. The Page of Wands, again, is very passionate, very free-spirited. Bye, CM. Very, very free-spirited. So if you take adventure here, and a free spirit over here, I think this is going to be a very good relationship for you. Again, the Page, free spirit, all about being very active, all about discovering and exploring things. But again, the word adventure comes up with the Page of Wands. A lot of the wands are all about adventure. And I think that's a huge thing. And I think that's great for you. You love adventures. There you go. I love adventures. And I think that's what it's going to be. I think it's going to be a new adventure. So save up your money. Put those bad relationships and bad things in the past. Get rid of them. Because adventure is coming. All right? That's what I get for you, Cancerian Clairvoyant. I hope I say that right. All right, so let me take a look, see if I have any other donations. Otherwise, our show ended 22 minutes ago. Oof. Nope, I got no more new donations. So, all right. So we are going to end the show there. Yeah, a mouthful. Yes, but I am saying it right. Awesome. That's what that's a goal for me. I shoot for that to be the goal. All right. Thank you so much for everyone being here. I do appreciate it. Remember, the show is called Tarot Days and Nights. And I am here every single day, 11:30 a.m. Eastern Time and 6 o'clock p.m. Eastern Time. All right, so I hope to see you guys tomorrow. And I hope you have a good evening. Bye now.